Hey there, I'm Aki and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be doing something quite exciting. I will be commissioning 4 different artists on Fiverr, which is a site where you can get freelancers to do stuff for you, to make me Leviathan concepts for Subnautica. I'm really excited how this will turn out, and we will get 4 different tiers. So for example, the first one might be $10, then $25, then $50, and then $100, which means we will spend a total of $185. So I've gone ahead and gone on Fiverr and looked for a creature concept, and as you can see there's quite a lot of stuff we can choose from. Now for the first seller, I think I'll go for this one right here. They have 3 reviews which are all 5 stars, so it should be quite good, and from what I'm seeing here, this could be a really cool concept. This one is $10, so this will be the cheapest one, but we get a sketch of my monster or creature with all relevant details. And hey, I could even sell it if I wanted to. I don't think we need any of these extras for this price though. So I will give all the artists the same exact description. For example, no, I don't want an OC, thank you. But for our monster, I will give all the artists the exact same description of our Leviathan. I just forgot that I didn't even have an idea. So I guess let's let them come up with their own idea, shall we? I'd like you to create a Leviathan class, aka very big, predator for the game Subnautica. It's an underwater game, so the Leviathan should be aquatic. I mean, we of course could have land Leviathans, but you know there's not a lot of space on the islands, and I kind of feel like a giant Leviathan on that little island might look a little stupid. Feel free to come up with anything you like, but make sure it fits the game and seems unique. There are multiple Leviathans in it already. It would be great if you could come up with some abilities for it too, for example, how it could attack the player's submarine. Thanks, Aki. Alright. Here we go. Now this one also looks like a really cool artist. We get a character study and sketch. I just don't know if they do any characters that aren't humanoid, since from what I've seen most of them seem to be humanoid. Never mind, they have a... What is that? I don't even know what that is. Ew. Also 5 stars from 62 orders, which is really good. So yeah, I think this is a perfect fit. Let's go ahead and order our $25 creature. We could go for extra fast, 2 days delivery, but I don't think the other person will finish in that time anyway, so whatever. All of the sellers can come to me and ask for any specifics, and I will try my best to explain it to them, but they will all get the initial same request. Let's go! That's the second order done. So now it's getting a little more expensive at $50, but I actually can't find anyone selling anything for $50. Never mind, I found one. Simple color scheme and high resolution. We actually get a background with this one, and a full body sketch as well. Now this seller doesn't have any reviews so far, so I'm kind of taking a risk here, but I hope it's worth it. And again, they get the exact same description as everyone else. And now, it's time for the $100 order. And for that one, I found a really cool seller which has a premium package here for $100, which gives us a full color character with a background scene. But it takes 16 days. That's a little long. This one, on the other hand, only takes 8 days. We get 1 figure, 1 source file, high resolution, color, full body, and commercial use. It's the terrifying package, which I think should be really good for a Leviathan. And if we take a look at some of their other work, I think it could turn out really good. All of these say message before ordering to discuss details, but I can't really do that because I want to record the process. So I kind of feel bad just ordering without any details. But again, all of them can come to me and ask for details. Alright, I guess we go for $95 instead of $101, and there's nothing else I can add here. But hey, it turns out to be $99.75, so I think we can count this as 100. And yet again, the exact same description for this seller too. And there we go. That was $185 of my own money. Fiverr, please sponsor me. Okay, and now all we can do is wait. So for you, it'll be a few seconds, but for me, it'll be around a week. So I'll see you in a week. So, it's been a week, actually almost 2 weeks, because some people took a lot longer than I expected. To be fair, one of them had a very big snowstorm. I think it was in Texas, and they didn't have power for like 4 days, so that's an excuse. But someone just randomly decided, hey, I need 2 more days, thank you. So that was fun. But let's take a look at the orders. This is the first seller for only $10, which I think is a really good quality for the price. And they even provided some cool ideas for abilities for the creature and what it can do. So let's take a look at that. This is the Daikaiju Leviathan, I think that's how you pronounce it. Kind of reminds me of kaijus from Pacific Rim, and I like it. So you see, we have a little size reference with a diver here, so I assume it's about the size of a Reaper Leviathan, maybe a little bit bigger. It has a flashlight, which means behind its eyes are specialized organs that produce light. In addition to scanning the depths for prey, it also serves to temporarily blind its prey when flashed. I really like this idea, because usually you associate dark with scary, but in this case, if you see a bright flash of light, you're probably screwed. It also has bioelectrical organs. Along the creature's body is a complex network of organs capable of sending electricity into the surrounding water to a devastating effect. So this is basically kind of like the shocker / amp eel. Just don't get too close to it or you'll probably get fried alive. It also has bioluminescent lures which are dangling a few meters below its mouth, and they are similar to an anglerfish. It's used to entice any creature curious enough to investigate. And its front limbs are spears. On the tips of its pectoral fins are long, spear-like claws, able to pierce the flesh of anything brave enough to come close. I can't tell you enough how much I like this concept. It is spot on, it's exactly what I imagined this to be like, and it's even the cheapest seller, so huge shout out to them. Also, I will probably make a loss on this video, so if you enjoyed it and want to support me, please remember to leave a like and subscribe and share it with your friends. This actually helps a huge bunch and I would really appreciate it. Next up, at $25, we have this creature. It doesn't have a name and sadly also doesn't have any ability descriptions or possible attacks, but I like that they included a submarine that's actually a concept for Subnautica in the Leviathan concept. Now as you can see, this is probably one of the biggest Leviathans you would have on Planet 4546b, maybe with the exception of the gargantuan Leviathan. But this thing is way bigger than the Sea Emperor. I really like the idea. It's kind of humanoid, but with a tail and no arms. So that would also freak me out a lot just because it doesn't look right. And looking at its mouth, it has a bunch of teeth and mandibles, so you would not want to get close to that thing. Now of course this one isn't colored yet, but I still think it has a really cool Subnautica vibe, and I think it fits the description of what I gave the seller really well. If you have any ideas on what kind of abilities this creature could have, make sure to let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make sure to like and heart your comment if I find it really fitting for this creature. Now we're getting into the way more expensive territory with $50. This is the concept we were given, and I feel like there was some kind of language barrier here. I tried to explain to them that I wanted a big underwater creature, and maybe said to add a size reference. I'm not quite sure that they understood what I meant. As you can see, there's a shipwreck in the back, so this is definitely bigger than just a normal humanoid, but not quite what I was looking for. I like the idea of having a humanoid Leviathan, and I feel like it could work in Subnautica as well. Of course, we also don't have any ability or attack descriptions here, so that's kind of sad. And I also can't quite tell how big it is, since the ship could be very far in the background, and it's actually just the size of a normal human. But I'd like to think that it's around the size of the ship itself. If you guys have any ideas for attacks or cool abilities for this creature, or even a name, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll also heart your comment if I like it. And now, last but not least, the Roach Leviathan. This one costs $100, so let's take a look. This is what we came up with. It's a fully colored sketch with a little submarine as a size reference, and I feel like it could actually fit Subnautica quite well. It kind of reminds me of the Gulper Leviathan with that mouth, but the rest of the body is just absolutely terrifying. I just don't like creepy crawlers, and this is basically an underwater massive creepy crawler. So if we only go about how terrifying it is, this probably wins. But since I said to try and keep it in the Subnautica style, I don't think this quite fits into Subnautica. I'm not sure if you guys get what I mean, but it just feels too realistic in a way. I'm not sure if I make any sense right now, but yeah, I would have wished for this to be more like Subnautica-ish. Now this one didn't provide a description on the concept itself, but they gave me a little short paragraph on what this creature could do. Now this creature is blind and is using only sound and touch to hunt. Its main characteristic or way of hunting is by burying itself in the sea floor, leaving its antennae sticking out. And they are swaying in the currents and waiting for smaller fish to brush against it. And once something comes close enough, it pounces out to grasp its victim in its giant rocky mandibles or between one of its 6 dagger-like feet that it uses to crush prey like a nutcracker. Now, I really like this. It kind of reminds me of the sandworm, if you remember that scrap creature from Subnautica, and I think this could be really cool. And the same tactics would also apply to the player's submarine. It would brush too close to what seems like another piece of vegetation, and this creature pounces out ready to eat. I like this idea a lot. Maybe the submarine part would be a little hard to pull off in Subnautica itself, since, you know, you almost never have your submarine actually near the sea floor. You're mostly just somewhere in the water, far away from the floor. But other than that, I really like it. Let me know what you think about these concepts in the comments down below. But that's all the concepts we got this time. Actually, maybe sadly, but honestly, the first one for the $10 is my absolute favorite of these. This is exactly what I wanted people to give me. Just, this one is of course only a sketch, and I thought the $100 one would give me a cool background and colors, and maybe some detailed descriptions of the abilities and attacks. But which of these is your favorite? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and also let me know if you want to see more of this. If enough people watch this video and I actually manage to not make a huge loss on it, I will definitely make a second part. But that was already it again. Huge shout out to my Aki call leaders on YouTube and Patreon, Blink, Just Arkeo, Cal, and Wynock. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you enjoy your special perks. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye!
We'll be right back.